Hello and welcome dear students to our series Grammar in Use. In this video we are going to explore the simple past but in the negative connotation. So we are going to study the negative simple past. You are requested to grab a pen and a notepad to take down the pointers and construct sentences along with this. Let us proceed. The simple past in the negative connotation. The negative simple past or the simple past negative is used to talk about things that did not happen in the past. It is always formed the same way unless the main verb is be form. Now, it is formed in the same way means only the word not is added, that is all, and the construction is done. So let us dive into it and see how it is formed. The simple past or the negative simple past. The past simple negative uses did not or didn't. The contracted form of did not is didn't. Or it uses did not or didn't with the base form of the main verb. Base form means the way it occurs in the dictionary. The main verb is not put into the past simple. Now, earlier we have studied past simple. The simple past used to take ed, but when we are forming negatives, the ed is not there anymore. Let us look at it. I played tennis last week. Now this is simple past. Simple past when it is in the positive connotation. I played in the played is in the simple past. But I didn't play yesterday. Now the didn't is negative connotation. To make the negative, didn't or did not is used with the base form. And then you can see the word play. Ed is not there anymore. But I didn't play yesterday. So this is an important point to remember, that when you are forming a negative simple past, the verb will not take ed. Either you write did not play or the contracted form didn't play. Remember, the change is only in the verb form. The ed is not there anymore in the negative simple past tense. Now let us see how it is constructed. Let us study the structure. How to form the simple past in the negative. Let us look at the table. We have the subject, then we have the did not or the didn't contracted form, then we have the base form of the verb, and then we have the rest of the sentence. Now when we construct, the word didn't is inserted between the subject and the verb to form the negative. Didn't or did not are used to make the negative no matter what is the subject. So the same did not or didn't is used. And go is in the base form. The base form or the main verb is used in the past simple to form the negative sentence. And the remaining sentence remains the same. I didn't go swimming. The next, let us see the examples constructed using the same structure. You can make your own observations. You didn't like the beach. You can see the subject and the verb is here and didn't is inserted in between. They didn't buy the big expensive car. Subject is here, verb is here, and didn't is inserted in between. She did not talk to anyone before the exam. Did not is used only for emphasis when you want to emphasize on something, or secondly, it is used for formal situations. Remember, for informal writing, you can use didn't, but for academic writing, you need to use the expanded form or did not. So it is used for formal or academic writing. I didn't eat all the chocolate. Emily didn't enjoy the theme park as much as Zara. Hugh did not cycle to work today. Now these are all in the negative connotations. You can make a note of it and you can pause the video and construct your own sentences. Let us proceed. Now there's a common error or mistake that is often made by people when constructing the past simple in negative. When using the negative form for the past simple, didn't plus the main verb in the base form is used. If you forget to use the base form, then your sentence has an error. The main verb is never in the past simple. Okay. Now, I didn't play tennis last night. Play should be in the base form. That means no ed added to it. I didn't played tennis last night is incorrect English. It is wrong. The main verb should only go into the past simple if it is the positive statement. So that means if you're saying I played tennis last night, that is a positive or an affirmative sentence. Their ed is allowed, but when you're writing in the negative connotation, it that ed will not be anymore. Or another way to remember is whenever you use the word did in any sentence, it will take the base form of the verb. So, did not play tennis, did not or didn't play tennis is the right connotation. Further examples: Kate was not feeling well. Kate is the subject. Here, was is an auxiliary, and not feeling well, feeling is the verb over here. So, not is inserted soon after the auxiliary. Was not can be contracted as wasn't. The cat wasn't in the house. Was not is often shortened to wasn't. My parents were not pleased, or it can be contracted to weren't. The computers weren't working. Were not is often shortened to weren't. How is it shortened? O is taken out from here and apostrophe is added. So that is how it is contracted. The next pointer that we have is the past simple negative with be form. Now with be form there are certain differences. Let us make a note of those. To form the past simple negative of be, not is added after was or were. So whenever we are constructing, we bring the auxiliary and then we bring the word not. The book was interesting, but the movie was not. Here, not has come soon after the auxiliary. The books were great, but the movies were not. So, soon after the auxiliary, the word not is brought in to form the negatives. So, with be form, we have got certain rules and regulations. How to form this kind of structure? The movie was not interesting. This is the auxiliary, and then this is the verb, and you bring not in between the auxiliary and the main verb. The movie was not interesting. The movies were not interesting. Now, how did we change this was and were? That depends on the subject. Singular, it will take was, plural will take were. And not is inserted between the auxiliary and the main verb. With this, we have come to the end of this video. I hope that you liked the video. If you liked, click on like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for your kind attention.